Have you ever prayed with everything in you, yet nothing tangible seemed to change? You believed, you stayed committed, but the weight of waiting only grew heavier. Waiting seasons are not punishments. They are not proof that God has abandoned you or overlooked your faith. They are evidence that God's work often runs deeper than what we can see. 1. Waiting builds trust, not just faith. Faith believes God can do it. Trust believes God will, even when the timeline stretches. Proverbs 3 verse 5 reminds us, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding." Waiting forces us to stop leaning on deadlines and start leaning on God Himself. If everything came quickly, we would trust outcomes, not as guidance. 2. Waiting prepares you for what you're praying for. Some prayers are delayed because the blessing requires a stronger version of you. God doesn't only prepare the promise, He prepares the person receiving it. Joseph waited years before the palace. David was anointed king long before he ever wore the crown. Jesus spent 30 years in obscurity before beginning His ministry. Waiting is not wasted time. It is a season of refinement, growth, and inner transformation. 3. Waiting protects you from receiving too soon. Sometimes delay is mercy. What you're asking for may be good, but receiving it too early could overwhelm your faith. God sees the pressure, responsibility, and battles attached to your request. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 11 says, "He has made everything beautiful in its time." Not early, not late, but right on time. 4. Waiting reveals what's truly in your heart. Waiting exposes our motives. Do we desire the blessing more than the relationship? Do we trust God only when answers come quickly? In waiting, God removes distractions, so our faith becomes genuine, not transactional. 5. Waiting strengthens spiritual authority. Spiritual authority is not given, it is built. When you learn to submit to God without immediate rewards, your faith becomes unshakable. Isaiah 40 verse 31 declares, "Those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength." Waiting deepens endurance, maturity, and spiritual power. 6. Waiting aligns you with God's perfect will. Sometimes delay isn't denial, it's redirection. God may be refining your prayers, reshaping your path, or protecting you from doors that look right but lead wrong. Waiting brings alignment, where your will and God's will meet. If you're in a waiting season right now, remember this: God is not silent, God is not slow, and you are not forgotten. The waiting is preparing you for something greater, not just for you, but for those your life will impact. Stay devoted, stay faithful, and trust this truth. When God finally moves, it will be worth every moment you waited. If you believe, comment, Amen.